Good afternoon, another drive-through with Don. Want to share with you a quick story about lost car keys. It was late one night and this guy was walking down the street and he saw a guy underneath a street lamp, and the guy was on his hands and knees looking around at the bottom of the street lamp, and he said to the guy, "What are you doing?" He said, "Well, I'm looking for my car keys, I lost them." So the guy, being a nice passerby, said, "I'll help you out." And they're both on their hands and knees and they're looking, and the passerby finally says, "Look, if the car keys were here, I think we'd have found them by now. Where exactly did you lose them?" And the guy points down the street into the dark and says, "Well, down there." And the passerby says, "Well, why are you looking here?" He says, "Well, there's more light over here." And the reason I share that story is I think a lot of leaders and teams of people sometimes have a tendency to be searching for answers where they're most familiar, where there's light, where it's easier. But the reality is they've got to go into the dark to actually get the keys and get where they need to. So I share that story because I had a discussion with a group of people the other day, and we were talking about what is it that we've really done for you as an organization. And strategic planning, leadership, you always kind of think might come up, but one of them in the group said, "Do you remember that story you told us about the lost car keys?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well," he says, "I remember that story because what you've really helped us to do is to go into the unknown and to find what's out there that we can use then as a business, as an organization, as individuals, blah, blah, blah." And so I think to a large degree, that's what we as leaders need to be doing. So I thought that was kind of a neat little endorsement of us, but it also, when I think about it, every bit of our program is designed to be able to help people go to where they're not familiar and learn what they need to do next and take the risk of doing something that is unknown and unfamiliar and sometimes a little bit scary. And we help companies and leaders do that. So if you're struggling with that, our phone number is 1-800-786-4332. My extension was 108.